Hello everyone, welcome to the Soul Sisters channel. You will be picking a shell that is right for you, whatever shell you think is the best shell for you. You can either pick from the number or the shell, whatever is best for you, like I said before. You want to take over, Yasmin?
Yes, when picking the number or the shell, just make sure you're picking the one that resonates with you. Take a couple breaths, close your eyes, but when you open them, the one that is maybe even having a glow, use that intuitive side to make sure you're picking the one that speaks to you, not the one that's prettiest. Even if it's the ugliest one to you, I think all of them are beautiful, but just make sure you're picking the one that speaks to you. This is talking about your year 2020, so you want to be accurate with your picking.
Yes, this is all about how your 2020 is going to go. I forgot to mention that as soon as I started the video. Just make sure that you pick which one resonates, okay?
Yes, and I hope you enjoy the video.
The timestamps for each pile is below. You do not watch the whole video. The timestamps are going to be below so that you can figure out, which part of the video that you skipped to, okay?
Yes, and I hope you enjoy, comment, and subscribe.
Please comment.
Yes, right. And also follow our Instagram.
It will be in the description below.
Yeah, that's for you.
Thank you. Hello, group one.
So goody. Goody.
So let's talk about what's going on in 2020 for you. Okay, so this might be a group where you might have an earth sign strong in your chart because I see that you might be stubborn to change. Like sometimes being in a new place or meeting new people can be a scary thing for you. So sometimes you stay in the same place because of comfort, you know what I mean, or what's familiar to you. So at first, I think that you're going to be a little bit stubborn to change in 2020, but with the Page of Rods, this is telling me that you're gonna just go through new phases. Like you're gonna meet new people, you're gonna have new opportunities, and the Page of Rods is ready for any new opportunity. So it's like, yes, you're gonna be a little bit stubborn to change, but I see you being like prepared and ready for it. In 2020, I just see that you're gonna be very blessed, and very independent. You see how she has her fruit, she has everything. Like she's just basking in all her glory. Like you're gonna be very independent and on your own, and you don't need anyone. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say you're on your own because I do see you're gonna have supportive friends, and like looking at the rest of this, I've read the rest of the cards, you're gonna have so much support on your side. But what I'm seeing with the Nine of Pentacles is that you don't need anyone. Like you really can do this on your own, and I just see you tapping into a lot of independence. Like you're just such a bad bitch, or like you're
a real ass dude.
A real ass dude, I love that. Now with the Ten of Cups, this speaks about family. So I feel like there's gonna be some good changes in the family. Maybe your family is moving, maybe your family is just getting through a lot of issues that they used to suffer from in the past, but I see a lot of family changes, so things are going to be looking up in your family. So if you're having a hard time with family right now, I see things getting better in 2020. Now in the healing card, we all know that with this Three of Swords in reverse, this is all about healing. So whatever traumatic experience you had in 2019, you are going to be healing through it in 2020. I don't see you getting your heart broken in 2020. I really see you healing from a heartbreak that you recently experienced in the past. Okay, so if you're worried about, oh, I might get my heart broken again, girl or boy, you're not. And you want to know why? Because with this Queen of Swords, we're going to get to this later, but this Queen of Swords is telling me you're going to set up boundaries with people.
Yes, yes. And with that being said, you guys have the Queen of Cups next. I always have trouble picking up my cards. And with that being said, when you look at this card, this is someone who's very nurturing and caring, someone who intakes a lot of emotions. So maybe in 2019 you were crying a lot because you cared and you felt for other people. You wanted to do right by them. Well, this year I'm here to tell you that you're going to have a lot of emotional maturity, a lot of emotional stability. Okay? So those tears that you cried in 2019 are now the seeds that's going to allow you to thrive in the year 2020.
Yes.
So Next, you have the Knight of Swords, and here we go again with the perseverance. This year is definitely going to be a year of perseverance.
With this perseverance card in reverse, this is telling me a lot of times when you see a card in reverse, it talks about the past.
Yes.
And in the past, I see in 2018, you had a hard time persevering through situations.
Yes, but this year you're going to get through it. You're going to learn your self-worth. And right what she was talking about with the Queen of Swords, I don't want to jump up too quickly above this card, but you're definitely going to learn how to set boundaries and learn who deserves your energy and who doesn't deserve your energy. But with this being said, you have the Six of Pentacles right here. Now, me and Tina got two messages from this. Now, what I saw was basically back again with almost backing what she was saying with the family. If you're someone who's been struggling financially, someone who hasn't had the abundance they need, you're going to get it. Someone is going to come as a blessing in the disguise and give you the things that your family needs. Maybe it's moving, maybe it's a house, maybe it's something that you need, but something is coming your way. And also Tina also saw that there, with this justice symbol, you're going to start getting people that are equivalent. For some of those, if the other one didn't relate to you, maybe you have friends that don't reciprocate the same energy. And that truly and honestly sucks. Who wants to be that one friend? I've had more than enough experiences to know that that honestly sucks. You want a friend that reciprocated, which is why I'm glad I found Tina, you know, because
I'm so glad I found you.
Because it's just like I've had so many friends like where I'll go, and it's not like I want something from them, but it's like the fact that every year I'm the one getting the Christmas gifts, I'm the one making sure that we're hanging out, and it's like the moment I don't text you back, the moment I'm not reaching out to you, I won't hear from you. But this card, for most or some of you guys, is really saying that you're going to have that balance in that friendship. You're going to have that reciprocation when it comes to equality within the relationship. And then next, what we keep referencing to, well, I'm pretty sure y'all all have a clue now, but this is the Queen of Swords. This reminds me of someone who is intelligent, someone who knows how to make decisions for themselves, someone who's not going to take up with people. You're going to be able to see right through them. You're going to know if they are worthy enough to be in your life and who's not. And that's due to that emotional, maturity, that security that's happening. You're growing. And maybe you might just need to be by yourself, and that is okay, which is why the Hermit comes up as well. And with the Hermit being said, you're going to have basically security. I feel as though when I look at this card, you're going to not have basically anyone just telling you what to do. You're going to know when to walk away.
Yes,
and
especially with the
Hermit.
Nine of Pentacles.
Yes.
You got the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. You're going to be taking a lot of time and just blossoming on your own.
Yes,
like,
you don't need people.
You don't need
that clarification.
You know
Even though you'll have people that'll support you, you don't need that toxic energy.
And let's say you are in a relationship and you're probably looking at this like, I'm not alone though. Well, what we're saying is that you are going to be so supportive of yourself that it's going to feel like you don't need anyone. And you're going to have a lot of support from your significant other.
Exactly.
But you are going to be really focused on yourself. Like, very focused on yourself.
Yes.
And you're going to be able to see through people's bullshit with mysticism in reverse.
Just
there
like with that
going to be
Queen
any...
of Swords.
Exactly. The Queen of Swords sees through everything. So if you're a male watching this, just think of it as the King of Swords and the King of Cups. But you're going to be able to see through everyone's bullshit. And it's not going to be like last
year with people taking advantage of you.
Exactly.
Although this year might be bittersweet, just know that you will persevere because you got that Knight of Swords backing you.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that, hard night when you come in and you just feel like you really have no one. Yes, it might have times like that, but just know that those little small times are nowhere in comparison to the good things that are about to approach you.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, like, what does it necessarily mean for the year to be bittersweet? Well, if you look at her, she looks kind of like... She looks very thankful, but there's something worrying her. So there might be times where you're going to be very worried, but there's going to be somebody always gifting you and always showing kindness to you. So regardless, you're going to be going through situations, but there's always going to be support there.
And back again with the Six of Pentacles and the this card, you're gonna have abundance coming your way, because when I did the oracle cards, this is what popped out. So definitely a blessing in disguise is coming your way, because when this card comes out and then you have the Six of Pentacles and I want to say Nine of Cups,
money is coming.
Money, baby.
Yeah,
you have no stresses.
Coins.
You have nothing to really worry about.
You're in your bag. Like,
so
with the acceptance card here, I feel like you're gonna accept situations for what they are. You're no longer gonna be acting like you're the victim of situations.
Yes, you're the victor.
You're the victor, exactly.
Yes, but you do need to not be stubborn, because this card did come out for renewal, and renewal in reverse. It's something in the past that's keeping you stuck. There's something that's not allowing you to be able to break free, which is why you have that death in reverse. You're being, stuck from something. You need to heal from that, which is why you have that healing card as well.
Exactly. You need to remind yourself that there's nothing to worry about.
Yes.
So if there is something that happened in 2018 that has you feeling stuck, don't worry about it. I see in 2020 you're going to be carefree. You know what I mean? And then with the wedding card, if you doubt that you're going to have a marriage in your life, there will be a marriage and there will be a wedding. Like, you are going to get married. Like, and this is a confirmation. I feel like I think that with all these independent cards, like with the Hermit, and I'm talking to my singles. Oh, I'm just bending cards and shit. Okay. I'm talking to my singles here, not to the people in relationships. But if you are getting these cards, like every reading you do, and you're probably thinking, oh my God, like, when am I going to be with someone? Like, if I'm always going to be alone, girl or boy, don't worry about it, because with the wedding card, this is confirming that one day you are going to have a marriage. Exactly. You are going to get married.
Period.
And invite us. Like, facts. We'll be in the back and we'll be like, we knew this was coming. But with this Nine of Pentacles, if you continue like embracing your independence, you will find someone who's worth marrying. And I see you might find someone in 2020.
2020 is probably a year. So for those that are looking for someone that is going to be right for you, it's definitely your year.
Yeah. Well, group one, that's all we have for you. I hope that this was very helpful.
Yes, and I hope you have a beautiful 2020. Yes. If there's anything that is in correlation with this video, please comment down below, even throughout the rest of the year. We hope you revisit this and reflect at the end of this year, and I would love to hear your comments.
Yes.
So please comment, like, and subscribe, and check us out on Instagram.
Thank you. Hello, group two. So let's talk about your 2020. With the Wheel of Fortune, I see that in 2020, you're going to be supported by the universe. And I see in 2020, you're going to be more patient. I think that a lot of times you didn't understand that things happened at the right time. You were very impatient and you wanted things to happen when you wanted them to happen. Yeah. But the universe is trying to teach you that things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is all about being patient and waiting for great things to come to you instead of rushing the process. Okay. Now, with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I see that in the past that you weren't really lucky with money. Maybe in 2018 you didn't make as much as you want, but I'm telling you, in 2020 you are going to have a lot of abundance when it comes to your finances. And
that's crazy, because the last group we did, they definitely got the same card. So this year might be a good year for overall everyone. 2020 is powerful, double digits.
Exactly, double digits, very spiritual year. Now with this friendship card, I'm seeing that in the past you didn't make that many wise decisions when it came to picking out your friends, or like being in friend groups who they weren't really necessarily feeding into good energy for you.
Yes, which is why this despondence card came out. And with the despondence card, that basically means someone with a bad attitude, negative energy. And we're not saying that maybe you have negative energy, and if you do know that, maybe you might want to look into yourself and reflect, because the despondence card is basically saying you're sending out low vibrations right now, and maybe it's because of the group that you're with or hanging out with, and birds of a feather flock together. Maybe people see you as intimidating, even if you aren't that bad person that has despondence. Maybe it's the person that you hang around with, but you definitely need to start being more aware. And I see this year that you will be. You'll start to be more aware.
Exactly. I see you making wise decisions with your friend group, and I see supportive people coming into your life.
Yes, maybe
people who are going to spread positive energy into your life.
Maybe some earth signs. I'm seeing earth signs coming into your life, perhaps.
Exactly. So look out for that.
Yes.
Now with the World card, I see that you're going to be really... Your body is just so beautiful. Like, if you don't know that already, your body is beautiful, because the World card really, like, it really, like, tunes into the body.
Yeah, like someone that's wholesome. Almost like the star card.
Exactly.
But it's not the star card. It's someone that's very... Maybe you're an athlete.
Maybe
I don't know
you're
why
an athlete, yeah,
or
like
maybe
an
a model. I'm getting
or
that.
a model, but someone who's very in tune with their body and who loves themselves. So I see you really loving your body in 2020, and treating your body as if it was a temple.
Yes.
So you're really gonna be taking care of your body and taking care of yourself in 2020.
And if you're not an athlete or a model, this is definitely someone who does take care of themselves.
Exactly, for sure. Maybe you work out a lot.
Maybe you meditate. Shoot.
Yeah, exactly. With the Two of Cups, this is telling me that you're going to have a deep connection with someone in 2020.
Loving you,
Yes. You know what this card reminds me of?
What?
The song Love by Keisha Cole.
Love. Oh, gosh. So, yes, it's crazy that she said that, because now here you have is the Six of Cups. I almost said Pentacles, y'all, excuse me, but you have the Six of Cups, and with this card, this means basically like childlike, and maybe with that being said, maybe in 2019 you were someone that is very goofy, maybe someone that keeps that to themselves. But what I honestly received from this card is someone that basically doesn't show that side of them. I don't know if it's because of the friends you have, or maybe because you care what people think, but I definitely see someone as goofy, someone that keeps that to themselves, and people that are close to you have seen this side of you, but other people see otherwise, and they find you intimidating or have that low vibration coming out. But I definitely see someone that you're funny as shit. You're definitely funny.
I think you're a very funny person.
Yes.
I just think that you don't come out of your shell that often. I think that you have like this intimidating demeanor, and people think you're very serious.
But this year I feel like maybe
you're going to come out of your shell more. And then with the heart chakra in reverse, I feel like in the past, you came off as someone who was very serious, and I'm not saying that you weren't loving, but people just saw you as someone who really kept to themselves. Yeah. But I see you opening your heart in 2020.
Yes, and maybe that's you showing that goofy side more.
Exactly. Being more goofy and playful with people.
Yes,
I see you just be having more connections with this Three of Cups.
Because you have the Hangman next, and let me tell you something. I don't know if you guys know, but if you haven't practiced divination or what we're doing, like tarot readings, you definitely have the gift and knack for it. You definitely are very keen for it. I don't know if you guys know that or ever considered it, but I'm getting very intuitive, especially because I feel as though this group isn't really as patient. You guys can be very impulsive at times, and with the Hangman being in here, maybe you're going to learn patience. You're going to learn how to become more grounded and rooted in the decisions you're making. And then you have the Moon. Oh my gosh. Yes, you have the Moon. That makes total sense, because like I said, we keep revolving around friends, and it's a reason for that. You have the Moon card, and what the Moon card means deception. It means you have enemies. So with that being said, maybe you have people that's in your friend group that are deceiving you to think that you're friends, or you have a lot of people that are jealous of you. So you have to start being more conscious, and this year you will be more conscious of who you invite in your life and who you share your energy with.
And I feel like with this here, with trustworthy guidance, you're going to have people with this Three of Cups as well. I feel like you're going to have people who you can actually trust. And people who are not going to be not only are they going to be trustworthy, but they're going to help guide you to the right path. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then with that being said, you have the Pages of Wands, which is what I was just saying. You definitely have a tendency to be very impulsive, but at the same time, it's just all building up to you understanding your self-worth. You're going to learn how to kick people out, because then next you have basically the Five of Pentacles. You're going to realize that what you've been surrounding yourself with is chaos. It's not something you want to be around, and that's considering your past. So this year you're going to leave that. If you look at this, if you turn it around, this is someone you look like you're leaving that group away. You're leading it from destruction and trying to better yourself overall.
Yes.
Yep, you're going to learn that you don't deserve what you've been basically subjecting yourself with. You're going to have no blockage, nobody coming in your way.
Exactly. And I feel like in the past you've had impasses. So these are basically people who block you from your goal, who block you from your success.
Some cock blockers, y'all.
Exactly.
Some hating ass bitches or niggas.
Some
like,
jealous
what?
ass bitches. But with the impasse in reverse, you will no longer have those blockages.
You're going to see right through
You're going
them.
to experience joy in your life.
Oh,
okay?
my gosh.
You're
And
going to experience more joy.
You're going to think this is so crazy, but you know how we limit it to 4 cards? I accidentally shuffled again to get 5 cards, and the joy card in this deck popped out as well.
Oh, wow.
But I put it back in because you said 4 cards. So, yeah, you guys had 2 oracle cards that said joy is coming your way. So, definitely take that as a sign that happiness is coming.
All right, group 2. So that's all we have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy your 2020 as well.
Yes, please comment any correlations that we have read for
subscribe.
you. And follow our Instagram.
Thank you so much. Hello, group 3.
Hello.
So you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. So in 2020, I see you not fighting or like not bickering with people. I see you being more peaceful in 2020.
Yes.
You know, with this Queen of Swords, this is someone who's very like on edge all the time, always uptight, always almost like always rigid. And I see you in 2020 not being as rigid as you were before. I feel like you're gonna let loose and you're gonna let things come to you naturally, and it's just gonna be such a peaceful year for you. Now with this Death card here, sorry for bending the card. I tend to do that a lot. But anyways, with this Death card here, I see a lot of changes happening. Like, a lot of things that you had going on for you in 2019 might end, and more better beginnings and more blessings are going to come to you. Because you do have this blessing in disguise card.
Ooh.
So when you see something end, let's say you, like, a friendship ends, and this was a friendship that you've been in for years, and you loved this person. Like, you absolutely love this person, and this friendship ended. Don't worry about it, because this was a blessing in disguise. Something better is going to come along. Now with this Judgment in reverse, I see you being less critical on yourself, less judgmental towards yourself.
Maybe last year you were very hard on yourself, and aren't we all?
Yeah, we really all are. And if you've been telling yourself negative things about your body or about your face or anything that has to do with your physical appearance, I see you being less critical in yourself. And if you've been saying, oh, I'm not good enough, you're going to have more self-worth, you're going to have more self-confidence. I just really see you tuning in with yourself in 2020. Now with this Ace of Swords in reverse, like I said before, I don't see you putting up a fight or like being so defensive as you were. I think that a lot of things that people say to you and whatever people do to you, you're not going to let it affect your energy. Because I feel like in the past, you've always had to put up a fight with people and always had to be so defensive towards people because they were always getting into your business or trying to put their opinion on to you. And you just like, I see you not being so defensive towards these people. I see you just letting people just do them and you do you, and just not being affected by them. You know, I think before you kind of let people affect you, especially with this Despondence card. I feel like in the past you let people affect your moods, and I see that in 2020 you're not going to be doing that anymore. Now with the Tower card, honey, you're going to be going through some big changes. Maybe you might move to a new school or you might move to a new place, but there's going to be some big changes in 2020. It's going to be a peaceful year, but there's going to be a lot of changes. So get ready for that. You're going to be on a roller coaster.
Yes, and with that being said, even though you're going to be going through a roller coaster this year, you're definitely going to be persevering through all of those things. There's nothing that can hold you back. With the Knight of Swords, this is someone who knows how to push through. So this year, just know that you're going to be able to push through. You're one of those people that can just get back up. I'm also having a feeling that this is maybe an air sign as well. I'm just getting those contents, that air, the sky behind it. So maybe if I'm talking to an air sign, that'd be really cool. Tell us down below. If not, like I said, this can relate to anyone.
That's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra.
Yes. Yep. And next you have basically going to be juggling through a lot, which makes total sense because in one of the oracle readings, you basically got the bittersweet. This is going to be very up and down, but it's nothing that you can't handle since you're going to be persevering through the year. So with that being said, yeah, just keep pushing through. This is going to be a very excelling year for you. You're going to learn how to speak when needed and fight the battles that you know that you can win. Then you have the Ace of Wands, and even though you're going to be juggling a lot, maybe, just maybe, you're going to be nasty too. You know what I'm saying? Because the Ace of Wands, yes, because the Ace of Wands is the fertility, the love, the sex card. We all love that terminology. So
the way you said that was funny.
You know what I'm saying? Anyways, though, but with the Ace of Wands, yes, just know that if you are trying to have a child, though, for those out there that are, this is your year. This is the year that people can have their children. Like, anyone can have a child, but if you're not trying to have a child, because I've seen the Ace of Wands pop up in a lot of readings. That's the only reason why they're saying that this year is definitely going to be higher fertility, almost like another baby boom year. But if you're not trying to have a child, make sure
you're using that protection.
Yes, because baby is coming. So yes, for my college students out there, make sure you're wrapping it up and protectioning it up. Because yeah, we get it. I'm gonna put that down.
And show them who is coming into their life. Like,
so basically,
who's gonna be giving you all that passion?
So basically, we're gonna have the King of Wands. You want to take that over?
Yeah. So this King of Wands is coming into your life. Ooh. Okay. So this person is gonna bring a lot of passion into your life. This person is very dominant, and they're gonna take over. Like, they're gonna wanna. I feel like with this Ten of Wands, I feel like things are gonna feel overwhelming to you, but this King of Wands, they got it, baby. Yes. Like, they got it. Like, they will be taking care of you, and just they're gonna be taking care of you in all ways.
And if it's not, if we're not just speaking to a girl and this is a guy viewing this, think of this as the Queen of Wands. This woman, she wants you to relax. She wants to make sure you have joy in your life. She wants to take care of you. She wants you to be easy, breezy. And as girls would say, cover girl, she wants you to be chilling guy. You know what I'm saying? That was so cheesy, y'all, but it's okay.
That was cute, though.
It was cute. But I just want y'all to know that there is going to be someone that's going to have a lot of passion towards you, someone that's going to bring joy into your life. It's going to be an up and down year. It's going to be, like I said, bittersweet, but it's going to take your perception and allowing it not to fog your mind. I'm getting a lot of Mars and Saturn planets coming to my mind right now. And with that being said, you tend to allow your mental health to clog or fog your judgment on the way things can perceive. Just be more optimistic and less pessimistic, and you shall pass the storm. And even with that being said, this year holds lots of rainbows, so you got this.
You got this. And you need to understand, part of that perception and fixing your perception is understanding that things come at the perfect time, like at its own time.
Yes, it'll come naturally.
And I see that this year you're going to be very grounded. Okay, so you're going to be more into your work. You're going to be focused on your work. One thing that you do need to work on is listening. Make sure that you're listening to people who are trying to give you advice, because maybe this advice will help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for my group 3. I hope that this video was helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
And follow us on Instagram. Yes. Also, when commenting, make sure that you tell us, which things stuck out to you the most in the video. And have a great 2020.
Have a great 2020. Goodbye. Hello, group 4. So let's start off with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So it seems like in the past you didn't feel that attractive. Like, I feel like you had a lot of self-esteem problems and you didn't feel beautiful. But I'm telling you, in 2020 with this law of attraction card, you're going to be attracting a lot of people to you, okay?
Yes.
So if you felt that way in 2019, in 2020, you're going to be attracting a lot of the opposite sex or the same sex, depends on what your preference is. But I see you attracting a lot of people, okay? Now, with this anxiety card, you had a lot of anxiety in 2019.
Yes,
a lot of
that
things
kept you
were
in bondage.
Yes, that really did keep you in bondage, and it had you up at night and not being able to sleep. But I'm seeing in 2020, you're letting go. Like, you're not going to be in bondage anymore. You're letting go of those ropes, and you're going to be able to be more of a free spirit. You're going to be able to be less concerned and less worried about what other people think or about the future. You're going to be focusing on the present.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how these two cards came up, like, one is above the other, because the Sun card represents joy and happiness.
Yes.
So you're letting go and being more happier in 2020. Now, with this Page of Cups, I feel like there was a lot of emotional, and there was someone you were dealing with who was very emotionally immature, or this could have been you. But in the past, this was in the past, and I see that you had to cut this person off, okay, and take care of yourself. I think that cutting this person off helped you take care of yourself.
Yes.
Now, I see these cards right above each other. I think that there was a connection that you had to let go of. I'm really seeing that there was somebody who you loved or who loved you. It could have been unrequited or it could have been requited. Whether it was requited or not, there was somebody that you had to let go of. And I see you have to really take care of yourself. And I see in 2020,
mental health.
yes, I see in 2020 you're really focusing on you and taking care of your mental health.
Yes, and with that being said, like she just said, this is the 9 of Cups. Oh my goodness. With the 9 of Cups, OMG. You have basically someone that is still lingering on, someone that was very disloyal within the relationship. I don't know if that was the cause back in 2019 or a couple years ago, but whoever this person is that is still lingering with emotion, both you or the person, this is basically telling us that someone was disloyal. There was some disloyalment happening in that relationship. And then you have the Sun card, though, that says that joy is still coming. As she pointed out, with joy, you need to take that. Although we could be reading these, oh my gosh, I cannot pick these up. I feel so bad bending cards. But basically, with the Sun card being in this pile, it just means that joy is coming your way. You can't dwell on the negative things that happen towards the relationship or what you're about to, endure, because what you're about to endure is just the embodiment of greatness. So you just need to accept the change and to continue to keep pushing. And then you have the Lovers card in reverse, like she said, which was a coincidence, because up here you have someone saying that y'all couldn't be in this relationship because of childishness. And this is just basically confirming what we were saying with the Lovers card in reverse. There's someone from your past that you're still maybe in love with, and you need to take the time to just heal. And this year,
heart.
This year, heart chakra.
Focus on your heart chakra.
Yeah, and it's saying you need to heal that. This 2020 year, you're going to. And you have this in reverse, which is basically like the card of marriage, and they have it in reverse. So yeah, there was a definite disconnection happening between you guys, and because of that disconnection, you guys ended on not so good terms, is what I'm feeling. And you guys got the Ace of Cups on the side, which in my opinion means wishy-washy. And what that means is you guys are still having feelings for each other when y'all really need to let go. You guys need to heal. This was a very not so healthy relationship. I don't want to necessarily say toxic, but it just wasn't as favorable in both of you guys' lives. So there you go, release and surrender, because this is, y'all are holding on. What are you holding on to? And I'm not trying to be the buzzkill, but you definitely have someone else coming in your life. Oh, there you go, new partners. So you can let go and surrender, and someone is coming this year.
Yes, 2020 is gonna be all about
Yes.
love, baby. Like,
yes, and also learn to be thankful. You got that card as well. So I'm guessing last year you wasn't as thankful. Maybe you were dealing with a lot, and it made you not realize some of the things that were going on in your life.
in a way that you can show appreciation is by praying. I feel like you didn't pray as much in 2018.
Yes.
In 2020, I see you praying more.
Yes, definitely. If you're going to be going through a spiritual awakening.
Yeah, exactly. And the mysticism card is telling me that you are going to be going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, you're going to see a lot of things and feel a lot of things that you didn't feel before, and it's going to help wake you up from the world that you're in. You're gonna see things. Okay, you're gonna have clear audience. And with the quest card in reverse, this is telling me that you couldn't get to where you wanted to go because of your mind clogging your judgment.
Yes,
and especially with all that anxiety. So.
And I'm starting to think that maybe this is another one of our groups. Maybe your ruling planet for communication is Mercury or Saturn or Mars, because that tends to be one of the biggest reasons, like with conflicting mindset thoughts. So like people who tend to have anxiety and depression, that
they tend to have their planet Mercury on your chart. They tend to have that Mercury and like a planet that's like either Mars, so that could be Aries or Scorpio, or it could be also Saturn, so Capricorn. So look at your chart and see what could it be that keeps giving you. There could be a planet that's hindering your judgment and like giving you anxiety.
Yes, and if you look that up, there should be something that should tell you how to work with that, because believe it or not, those do play a big conflict, because a lot of times you might feel like you're on constant attack with your mental health. In reality, it just might literally be a certain planet that's clouding your judgment. So definitely look into that, look into some therapy, look into prayer and spirituality, and let us know how your 2020 goes.
Exactly.
Have a great year, and thank you for tuning in.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Hello, group 5. So let's go into your video. So first of all, can we just talk about how you're a bad bitch, or like you're a
real ass guy? I refrain from saying the N-word because, it's just, it can be belittling, even though we use it amongst each other.
That's
I just do feel like we're kings and queens, not niggas and bitches. But you are a bad bitch and you're a real ass nigga, so.
That's true. Real talk. With the Empress here, I feel like you are very attractive. Whoever's watching this, you are very attractive. And if you don't know that, then you have some like waking up to do, because you really are.
Yes.
And I feel like you've had so many offers where they weren't fulfilling to you with the Sun card in reverse. They didn't give you that fulfillment. And you've had people who've only wanted you for sex and who only want you for sex. And I think in 2020 you're still gonna have those energies around where you're gonna have people who still just want you for sex.
Exactly.
And they don't have any emotional offering to offer you, because the Page of Cups is not like the King of Cups. They are gonna offer you something that's not stable at all.
Yeah, like talking about, I got a couple blunts for you, girl, but what's blunts going to do to embed into your future?
Exactly. And I think that with the Knight of Wands right next to the Page of Cups, it's obvious that this person does not have emotional feelings. They're more sexually attracted to you.
They don't take you serious.
Exactly. And then with like the Five of Wands, I see in 2020 there's a lot of people who are going to be fighting for your love, fighting for your attention. Okay.
Yes, even the ones that can be deceiving you. And can we just talk about how the freaking Page of Cups, I'm sorry, excuse my language, but this nigga is holding a cup of fish. So this nigga, imagine a guy coming up to you and saying, you like, what you got to offer me? And he had you a cup of fish. A whole straight clown. That's some childish behavior. That's a whole clown
right
there.
That's a
whole clown.
And for you guys watching that, imagine a girl just like wanting you for just because you're tall and just because
or you got some money, a gold digger.
Exactly.
Along those
you know
lines.
what I mean? That's exactly what this is. And I see in 2020, this energy is still going to be around. And I'm just going to be real honest with you. You're going to still deal with like fuck boys and fuck girls.
Yep.
And it's because you're so attractive. But the good thing about it is that you have someone who is going to want you for you.
Yup. And that's why you have the chariot card. With that being said, I said the chariot. Oh my gosh, my talking be so off sometimes, you guys. But with that being said, you're going to be very stubborn at times. You're going to be like, this is what I'm used to. This is the guys, or this is the type of female I want and I yearn for in my life. But truth be told, they don't want nothing but the goodies from you. They only want what's the physical appealment. They're not going to give you that emotional connection, and it's going to take you to realize that there's more to offer, because you're going to start to grow impatient with people. You're going to start to get really upset because you're going to start to be like, well, where's love for me? Why do I keep getting these people that just trying to use me for sex? Why do I keep getting people that's not taking me serious? Is this a joke? I just need something more. You want to keep jumping into these unstable, unrealistic relationships that's just not going to happen overnight. Stop thinking that, Disney princesses and stuff really exist, because sometimes it's much harder than it seems. But if you just hold on, if you just stay patient, there's going to be someone coming in your life. The King of Cups is someone that is actually God sent, because we have this card right here, which is the Cupid card. And on top of that, this is someone that's going to be very persistent, someone that's going to bring joy into your life. This is going to be someone that is, at times, can be very childish but serious at the same time. Someone that's going to bring groundedness. Someone that's going to allow you to fulfill.
Someone who's going to ground you.
Yep. But it's going to take you to realize that you are worth more than these fuckboys, because then you have the same card again. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands, but in this deck it's called Rods. You have the Knight of Rods in reverse, which means that the energy is still going to be there in 2020, but it's going to take you being a bigger person to realize, like, I deserve more, and that this King of Cups is what you deserve.
You deserve more. Yep. Reward yourself card.
Yep, you need to reward yourself. And lastly, with this being said, you have the King of Swords. So it's just basically you making this decision and not making bad decisions, because you have the Wisdom card in reverse, which means in your past, you used to make really rough decisions that's not going to benefit you. But what the Knight of Swords is telling us is that you're going to make better decisions. And this reading is was meant for you to realize, like, I deserve more than someone that just wants me for my body. I deserve someone that's going to want me for my body, but want my mind and my soul and my whole embodiment, which is me.
This card can also talk about how you're going to be excelling very well in academics.
Like,
when it comes to your academics, you're going to take your academics more seriously in 2020. Or if you're not in school and you're just working, you're going to be very perseverant in your work field, and you might even get a promotion.
Yep, which is why you have the Gratitude card coming up next, because you're going to be so thankful. This year is about abundance and thankfulness. You're going to also be forgiving, because it's going to take you, in order to heal and move on to accept this King of Cups, you're going to have to be able to forgive those who hurt you, those who honestly may have not meant to, and it's just normally in their nature. These Knight of Wands, these people that come into your life. And for girls, maybe this is a picture. For guys, this is a woman, and they're hurting you because they're using you. So this is going to allow you to be able to forgive. This is a year of forgiving and gratitude, just plain growth. Yep.
With the Discovery card in reverse, I feel like in the past it was hard for you to find someone for you, but I'm telling you right now, in 2020, you are going to find that person for you.
Yep, you just have to be patient. This is very patient. You have this in reverse. You have the Three of Rods in reverse, which means that you need to learn to be patient, okay?
Yeah.
And I think that's the reading for you guys.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yes.
I hope that you guys really like this video. Please subscribe to our channel and comment below how you truly feel about the video. We take all comments, whether good or bad. Okay, just be honest with us.
Yes, and enjoy your 2020.
Enjoy your 2020.